Hey everybody, welcome to D-Zoned. So let's go ahead and do this one. It's probably going to be a bit of a shorter video today. Actually, a two-mapper, that's perfect. So this is GOTHIC.WAD. Let's go ahead and check out the text file. GOTHIC.WAD by Kevin Cornett. Internet address mrhorse@shotgun.org. Okay. Miscellaneous author info. I am a boring, lifeless, silly sod. Oh, well that's not very nice of you to say to yourself. Description. This is my best level so far. It turned out pretty nicely, I think. I wanted it to resemble a large Gothic cathedral, and it sort of does. Nice, huh? I intend to make an entire episode based on this theme, this being the first level of the episode, but there's 2 maps. I just wanted to get this one out and let people play it so I can get some feedback. I really would like to know what you people think of this level. Please? Well, since you ask nicely. I guess I'll have to play it now. Note, if you're using anything less than Doom 1.666, you will experience some very, very nasty HOM. Please be advised. Yeah, so it's probably counting on like the higher static limits that were added sometime during Doom 2's development. So yeah. Additional credits to my wife Melody for having so much patience. But there's one thing that's worth noting, though, is that if you're using a modern port like dsda, a lot of times they will not adjust the renderer. So it's like, I think one example is like the visplane count. Like normally the limit was, I think it was 64 in older Doom versions, but they raised it to 128 after I think like 1.4 or something for Doom 2. However, if you set comp level to 0, which is supposed to emulate Doom 1.2, it'll still treat max vis planes at like 128. I mean, this is like with Chocolate Doom, obviously, not DSDA. DSDA doesn't care how many vis planes you use. But anyway, play information. Game Doom 1, E2M1 and E2M2. It's a good, definitely a good episode for a nice little Gothic cathedral. Single player, yes. Cooperative 2 to 4 player, yes. Deathmatch 2 to 4 player, hell yes. Difficulty settings, nope, you're on your own. Deal with it. Well, it's one of the nicer no difficulties implemented messages we've seen, I think. New sounds, graphics, and music, nope, nope, nope. Demos replaced, one demo of myself playing the first level, recorded with Doom 1.9. It's probably, batch file to play the demo. Okay, so it's probably not built into the WAD. I don't know, we'll find out when we get into it. Because there's a batch file for it, which means it was probably a separate LMP, which means it's definitely not going to be here. Construction, base, new level from scratch. Editor used, edmap version 1.4. Known bugs, none that I know of. Although people using any version of Doom lower than 1.666 may experience some nasty HOM. Remember? Authors may use this level. You may distribute this WAD. Whoa, a little bit more info. Oh, yeah, he included his address. I'm going to go ahead and blur that one out. A little bit of info. This WAD is very spacious in some areas and is also very dark in some areas. Not all doors are readily visible, so you may have a hard time finding them. There are also a lot of enemies with not a whole lot of ammo, so you'd better be good. Please don't use codes. You'll enjoy it more without them. I upload my levels to the Software Creations BBS, so if you want more, their number is probably out of service. If you like this WAD and you want to tell me so, here's my address. Yeah, don't put your real life address in text files. It's kind of funny how much less people thought about self-doxing back in the 90s. I mean, you'd have like shareware authors where they would just put their own address and be like, yeah, if you like this, send me money and I'll send you a floppy with the game on it. I'm like, okay. Now, you did see a lot of P.O. boxes, but, or, your country's equivalent, but still. Anyway, for, as far as music goes, for E2M1, we're going to have Gonzu by Peter Tomaselli. For E2M2, we're going to have an unknown song by an unknown author. Perfect. Probably came from Rush. A lot of those weren't documented. Intermission, Stardust by Tristan Clark. I wish I could have been in one of the levels, but that is an absolutely fantastic song. Also, Tristan has a like an actual instrumental, like real instrumental playthrough on his YouTube channel. Definitely check that out. But anyway, let's go ahead and give this a shot. GOTHIC.WAD, here we go. No, it's definitely marble. It's definitely a... Okay. So you are not locked onto the path. I like that. If anything... Oh. You know, you could actually probably squeeze your way around there with a little bit of work. I'm not going to do that. No shotgun. I did hear some imps wake up, though. Let's just go ahead and explore the... Oh. I was going to say let's explore the castle grounds, but there's not really a whole lot out here. Just a lot of brown and green. I think it would have been nicer if the... instead of having just this tall brown wall around it, it would have let the sky through a little bit more. It wouldn't have been able to have this little overhang if you did that, but, I mean, he could have, well, yeah, he could have, technically. But, might not have known how to do it, so. But pretty much what you would do is you would set a bordering sector with the sky texture on the ceiling, drop it down to, like, that looks like about 256 up there is where the first texture repeats. And then that way you get, like, that first layer of brown around the outside. And then you just have the sky texture just kind of showing just all around it. Anyway, let's see if we can get a better weapon in here, shall we? No, you're in my way. Stop that. You're very rude. Anyway. Shotgun acquired. Let's go ahead and do this and stuff. Okay. Well, that is a lot of enemies for one room. Granted, a lot of them probably just sort of meandered in here while I was just sort of walking around. But, you know, that's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. We got our shotgun. We've got a whole lot of... Ooh, you little prick. Okay, so an imp fireball could technically kill us. Let's go ahead and grab this. Oh, man. There's one thing. So it's a pain in the ass when you could basically get... Oh, you little prick. Anyway. So anyway. Enough about the little pricks. But... yeah, it's a pain in the ass when you're doing, like, a big slaughter map and then a single revenant projectile can do, like, 80 damage to you. You know, that, like, wide RNG spread really makes it a pain in the ass. However, in maps like this, that's really where it feels kind of, I guess, appropriate. Because, like, in that case... Oh. Okay. Oh, that was weird. Definitely placed that on the wrong side there. But yeah, it's like in cases like this, there wouldn't be much danger if that... What the fuck? Okay. There wouldn't be as much danger if I could just tank pinky hits left and right. Because that was a pinky probably doing, like, close to a max damage roll, if not a max damage roll. And it punished my sloppiness. However, if you're in a room where revenants are standing literally shoulder to shoulder firing missiles, you're gonna get hit. There's no real ifs, ands, or buts about it. So in those cases, it feels a bit worse if you end up taking an 80 damage hit. So, I don't know. That's what I'm really hoping for, and like... Oh, that was misaligned. I thought for sure that would be something. But anyway, yeah, that's, well, I kind of wish that future versions of, like, MBF or whatever would give you a little bit more control over, over the way damage rolls are calculated. Because I think that would allow mappers to sort of adjust the experience just based on the type of map they're going for. Which I believe would be ideal. Anyway, what I'm doing here is I just want to go... Oh, wait. Does this lead to the chain gun, maybe? No, it just leads to where the imp was. Okay. A little bit of a weird layout, but that's okay. Anyway, I just want to grab as much ammo as I can, just since I have the... Oh, hello. since I have the backpack and all. Yeah, some of these lifts and stuff are pretty unclear. So, yeah, it's a little tricky. Like, just having like a little metal texture would have, I think, been a pretty big improvement over there. Over there. Oh, I think that's where that... No, I'm on the opposite side. Never mind. There's also... Wait for it. There we go. I will say the architecture here, I mean, in terms of like early WADs, pretty grandiose overall. There's a lot of like sector details too. Like you could see why this would have required a later Doom version to get to defeat some of those old static limits. So anyway, there's a little wall here. Nope, over here. Yeah. Little secret chamber. I like it. Oh, almost made a mistake there. That's a red door, so that might actually be required, like mandatory progression. Which, if that's the case, then that's a bit less good. Is this thing a... No, it's not a door. Some of the texture work is just a bit odd. Like, you would kind of expect these metal things here to be like trim pieces or like the lifts or something like that, but it's not really what this author did with that. So do we have another switch somewhere around here? That would be my guess. Let's check around all these. It feels like something over here should open. Maybe. Maybe there was something up top in that little area with the shotgunners. So let's see. That switch lowered the teleporter. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other switches, though. You know, I kind of wonder if going this way... Oh, right. So weird. Yeah, okay, so that teleporter actually will take you to both of these upper areas. It just depends on what line def you cross. Not particularly intuitive, but I mean, it's easy enough to get up here without it, so not a huge deal. In fact, you take less damage if you came up here without the teleporter, so it's probably an improvement. Or doing that would be an improvement, rather. Yeah, and that's why marking lifts is always a good idea. So that's just... Okay, I don't know about this. I have to say, though, this music is pretty appropriate for this sort of map. Do any of these have a switch on the back of them? It doesn't seem like it. So, I mean, there's that chain gun up there teasing me, which... I mean, I think if you're going to have a secret, you should tease the player with it to some extent. But the problem is... I have no bloomin' clue how to actually get over there. And do the other things. Not seeing any switches out here. Never actually looked on the back of these pillars. I can't imagine there's one over here, because I mean, it's... The Doom engine just does not want to let you get back there. It's just not happening. You can't come in from that side, so, maybe there's a switch on one of the windows? Not really looking like it. I think I might have to use Mr. Map Cheat here soon. Alright. Is this gonna give me any ideas? Wait. What? Oh my god, of course it's symmetrical. And again, mark your damn doors. Maybe the whole point was to make it feel like there were secret chambers. But that doesn't really translate that well to a gameplay experience. Unless the whole red key thing's optional, but I kind of doubt it at this point. I don't know why I didn't think to do that, but still, not my favorite type of thing to play through. So that probably, yeah. So this is for mandatory progression. Okay, maybe it was up somewhere up here. Yeah, it's down here. Oh, this is such a weirdly designed map. Did I turn off the... Okay, good. I didn't really get a good glimpse down here, so... Ugh. Yeah, see, now we're back to something that's a bit more traditional, I guess. It is nice to get a bit of a different texture, although... still a lot of repeats here. Okay, so we probably find a switch to allow... Oh, well, there's a switch right there. Also, the author seems to really love the shotgun, which is not uncommon. I don't think we've really reached the point of saturation yet, because, I mean, these are the only two actual mid-tiers we fought. And in the starting room, a lot of the enemies just kind of took themselves out. Or took each other out, rather. Ooh, is that a, Alright. I'm not going to rewind. Let's just use save games like a traditionalist. Oops. Oh. And there's no actual marked secrets in here, which is a bit of a, it's a bit of an odd thing, but you know, I think that might have actually been the intended way back. So, yeah, I probably should have hit that switch first. Oopsie. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to go back. Okay. It all makes sense now. And you know what? Kudos to the author for not making that 20 damaging floor. I think some people would have been tempted by that. Give. Wait, so now... What? Where's the yellow door? I don't think I've seen the yellow door yet. Alright, well... Just continue over this way, because this... Okay, this is... Ah, that's up there. But this does give us Mr. Chain Gun, which I am pretty happy with. Hold on, what are those little divots in the wall back here? Are these little other lights? Okay. Alrighty. Still doesn't explain where the yellow door is, but yeah, you know, we'll... Oh, wait. Oh. Oh. They're just more oh. Well, we've officially reached the shotgun saturation point. Jeez, oh man. Oh. Piss. Okay. Fine, I'll just do it from down here. Also, texture alignment, lol, 0 out of 10. Nah, it's fine. So, oh boy. Are we having fun yet? I mean, I know the map author gave us plenty of shells to deal with this, but, that doesn't make this even remotely fun or pleasant. And again, this kind of goes back to my thing where, Barons in general are just not a very good general purpose enemy for the most part. There's exceptions, obviously. They're good for, they're good at acting as walls. But, yeah, like right here. They have been the least threatening and least damaging enemy in this entire map. Because they're slow. Sure, they do a lot of damage if they can hit you. But I mean, like, they didn't. That was literally one cyber demon's worth of health between all four of those, and it just didn't... It didn't amount to anything. Alright, so is there a door in here? Because I know I saw one in the other side. Yep, right there. Alright, well. Those guys couldn't even pathfind through there. And that's the exit right there. I'm a little curious how to get to that supercharge, but not that curious. It kind of looks like it involves a jump or something, but... It's like right there, maybe? But I don't really know how to get up there. I don't have too much time here. Wonder if it's maybe one of these little wall panels here. I'm not counting on any of these looking different, but one of them might be a trigger for it. You never know. The other possibility... Nah, it doesn't seem like anything over here would lead over there. Over there. Nope. Nothing indicated by the light. So, yeah, I'm... Well, you know what? You could always do this. No, there's... Oh, I see. I get it. Alright. Is there actually anything indicating that that door is there? I mean, it... Not really. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess it's possible to use this on the Barons. You just lure them out and grab the rocket launcher. Okay. I mean, so the Baron fight's not entirely bad, but still, it's, I don't know. Mixed opinions on that. So, okay, that was an okay start. I'm not crazy about the, a bunch of the progression being locked behind, secret walls. Even if they are slightly misaligned, those are some huge rooms, and that makes it a lot harder to spot those. Like, I would have given it maybe a partial pass if there were, like, smaller corridors and you could a little bit more clearly see that there's misaligned walls. But, I don't know. I'm not super crazy about that. I'm going to completely ignore the fact that I had to shotgun Barons, because, like I said, I could have just, which I don't know, that's hidden behind an even worse secret, so... Do I count that rocket launcher as being a given? That's a little tough. I think most people are probably going to end up shotgunning all 4 Barons, which is super, super enjoyable. So I don't know, it was definitely above average, but I don't know if it was too far above average. I'm going to go ahead and give it, because I'm struggling between a 6 and a 7, so I'm going to go with a 6.5. So, 6.5 out of 10 for this one. What do we have for map 2? Oh, nice continuity for one. Even kept, like, the pinky corpses and such. Did I get all of them? Maybe. So now we're in some sort of blood sewer. Ding. And, you know, I do have a chain gun. This is dark and scary. It actually does look like the, yeah, I think I would have rather seen torches here than tech lights. But, oh well. So anyway, it does look like the author did throw a bone to pistol starters. Which, I mean, really kind of makes sense when you think about it, because that's the easiest way to test a map. Oh. You know, I was having an enjoyable time going through the blood sewers. Then these guys decide to show up. At least there's not a meatball just spewing them endlessly. That kind of helps. See, I don't know if I would have made this all marble, too. It's like, at a certain point, you kind of like cross this threshold where you end up with like a certain amount of visual fatigue. Overall, though, I will say that the cramped dark corridors actually work. So, I mean, that's kind of fun. Get the one and only item on this map. Yeah, when you get to that point where it's so dark, that, I mean, you can kind of see in front of you, but you see the imps' spikes before you actually see them. I don't know, that's just kind of a cool feeling, I think. Ooh, rockets, that seems like a horrendous idea in a map like this. Just saying. I mean, overall, it's like, well, so far, I should say, because I can't really give an overall score yet since I haven't finished the map. But, I do think the bits of claustrophobia do work here. Most of the texture usage, I think, is fine. I think the marble is probably the one that I would have replaced, though. Oop. Hey, look at that. Can't jump down there. It's a little weird. Oh, I see. You forgot to put the bar texture on the other side. Oh, well. You know, that probably also means that this is going through the floor. Yep, sure is. Although it's funny, because when you look at it, between the darkness and the HUD being here, you could barely tell. You can only tell if you remove the HUD and go full screen. Which I will note is something that you can do in the original engine, but, you know. There's a radiation suit or something. That'd make that final high. Oh, sneaky. I like it. Gonna live a little dangerously here. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I didn't face rocket. Amazing. Okay, back to marble. Yeah, see, I think if you wanted a nice little kind of hellish motif, maybe go with like red and brown instead of green or green marble and brown. Maybe use like the green as more of an accent than like a primary wall texture. I don't know. Then again, there is kind of just like a limited texture palette in Doom 1, so... Or, well, really any Doom. It's like they have certain textures and they just kind of... You kind of run out of them after a while, you know? Or some have more variations than others. Like, the Star series, I think, is a good example of one with a lot of variations, because everyone likes to go on about Star Tan, and, you know, Star Tan is a fine texture, but... You've also got Star Green, you've got Star Gray, and Star Tan, you know. So it's like, even though it's the same base texture, you've got a lot of variants of it. Nope. Ow, my face. I did see that rad suit, but I'm not entirely sure how to get to it. It kind of looked like I was pressing the right thing. Oh, there's actually a marked secret in this one. Oh, I waited a little bit too long for this. Let's, yeah, we're good. It's not... Bruh, what are you doing? Look, I know I hit you with a rocket, and that probably hurt, but that doesn't mean that you should be a complete coward. Besides, you're not a cow, you're a goat. Although, you know, it's funny. The Cyber Demon. Everyone calls them siege cows, but I mean, they're technically not cows either. So, So is this a... Nope, that is a long-term switch. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop a save here. Going to see if I could find my way into that little secret chamber. There we go. Well, I mean, that did something. There it is. Okay. And that would have been the rocket launcher for this level if you were pistol starting. Or forced to pistol start due to, well, possibly eating a face rocket at some point. I don't know. Oh, so there's not actually anything over there. Okay. So we do have the red key, so we can go this way and clear that out. We're actually almost done from the look of it. I don't know why I felt the need to do that, but you know what? I have 46 rockets. And damn it, I'm going to use every single one of them. I'm going to guess that's a death pit and just leave that alone. If it's not, I'm going to be very angry. Okay, so we've already actually gone through the blue door. Oh boy, and we have not come across any yellow doors, have we? No, we haven't. Okay. That's great. Oop. Texture fail. 0 out of 10. Nah, not really. Interesting. Wait. Did that open up at some point? And I just didn't notice? That would be kind of subtle if it did. It did. Okay. Rather take the, there we go. Took me a while to find the ledge, jeez. Okay, and that's the exit. Where's the yellow door? Or is the yellow key just one of them symbolic keys? I've seen a few of those. There's also something in that maze that I didn't get. See that? Right there? Alright, well. Yay, wall run. Stop damaging me. Jeez, oh man. Alright, so it's in here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Found the last kills. And a medikit. Yay. Alright. We do a quick vibe check? I don't know. Maybe that one, this thing here, because this right here, actually this right here, was not originally open. So maybe it's one of those deals where crossing like this line def opened it up. Maybe that used to be a yellow key door, and then the, and then the author just decided to make it a line def trigger instead. It's kind of a trope that we see a lot with modern maps, where like instead of the key actually being a key, it just represents that you can go to more places. Oh well. So that was containment area. Yeah, that was containment area. So that was GOTHIC.WAD. So the final map, I think it worked better than the first one. It didn't have any of the stuff like mandatory progression hidden behind secret walls. So yeah, I think overall it was just a better overall map. It had a bit more atmosphere to it, and I don't know, it was just good. So I think with that one, I'm going to go ahead and give it a bump up. How far do I want to bump it up? I mean, I think everything it did was a lot more effective than the first one. So we're going to go ahead and just... We're going to round it up and go to an 8 on that one. So 6.5 on the first one, 8 on the second one. Yeah, I think it was pretty good. And I think even from pistol start, because Hell, I mean, if you don't find the rocket launcher, you're only dealing with like 2 barons then, which is basically twice as good as the original. But yeah, fun map. Actually a pretty decent set overall, but yeah, the second map was definitely blew the first one away, I thought. Now I'm kind of curious if the guy ever actually finished the episode, because we do see that quite a bit where people will be like, yeah, I plan to make this full episode, and then turns out that what they released was the only thing that they've actually ever released. It's always a bit sad, you know. It's like you don't like to see people just quit the mapping scene, especially that early on. But you know, it's whatever. You know, it's Doom is just one of those things where I think a lot of people, like back in the 90s, they played through it, they hit a certain wall when it came to like level editing, or possibly even ran into like data corruption issues, and then just kind of put it down and never picked it up again. So I don't know. I don't have an explanation for it, but I am glad they did release part of their work. So I mean, that's kind of why this series exists, really. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling now. This actually ended up turning into a normal length episode, so thumbs up. But I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it there. This has been GOTHIC.WAD. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take it easy.